Hello, everybody. My name is Victor Gonzalez, and I chose the second option in my midterm project for who I am, self-observation data analysis, and this is my data and analysis of who I am. And I'm just going to read to you what I have in my other monitor because I have not figured out how to share or split as the screen to also to show you to show you uh, what I've analyzed of myself. I'll share with you a few of the things I uh, was discern on reflecting. Um, at least this project has forced me to do a lot of self reflection and kind of discern me to to finally notice and acknowledge that um, for the first example, how I am weird, um, and I've obtained this weird or quality of of my personality, and kind of like also related to a characteristic of who I am, other things, uh, but uh, but fun personality through my friends. Influence when I am a teenager. Some of my significant others have claimed that I am weird but funny and fun to be around with. I hope most people still perceive that uh, being around me. The other part, nice. All the columns check out. I've always had a strong sense of being nice. That is innate and acknowledging that I manifest a kind and cordial sense of self towards others. Most of my significant others and people I encounter in general explicitly say I am a nice guy. Some claim I'm full of love, caring, gentle. I still hope so. And the next part, sensitive. Some of the columns check out. I'm not always conscious of how my fear response system gets triggered in certain things I become sensitive to, either in a sad, angry, or overly joyful way. Although, when I recognize or identify my emotional reactions towards triggered, I internalize how I am perceiving the situations or object and my sensitive reactions. Some of my close friends and family know how sensitive I can be sometimes. I'm sure most of us um, are coded, part of our neurological physiology, psychophysiology system is coded to uh, to be reactive to certain things um, more sensitively than others, and it's just kind of part of innately who we are as each unique individual. Um, so it varies from person to person how sensitive we are. Next part, I I'm guilty of this, and I don't really acknowledge it, but I'm stubborn. I would subjectively be in denial and not want to believe I am a stubborn person, but everyone else who knows me, most notably even the peers I have little connection with, has claimed that I am a stubborn person. So it's, I guess that part of you know the qualities in me kind of projects that to people a lot. Healthy, that all the columns check out. As a young adult, I choose to commit myself to embody a healthy lifestyle, live a healthy life. What this means to me is eating whole foods, plant based, having a physically active routine, neutralizing my stressors, and learning about my spirituality in this world. Everyone who knows me is aware that I am healthy and try to work hard in obtaining the best optimal health I can create for myself, for my life, and everyone else. Know, at least reveres towards my admirations are involved around my life, a healthy lifestyle. And I guess just to add to that quickly, just a little short story about me. I was clinically obese. I had struggled with weight and weight problems, eating unhealthy eating habits, and then I lost about 90 pounds, maybe the most weight I've ever personally lost in my life. And that was that was the transition or changes I made in my early 20s, 21. Now, still maintaining a healthy lifestyle and hope to, stay consistent with that throughout my life. Anyways, next part, introvert. We all have land in the spectrum of extrovert, introvert. So for me, as introvert, I always perceive myself to be by myself. Someone's calling me. Ignore that. Anyways, I always perceive myself to be by myself and keep things to myself most of my time. In occasional moments, I am quiet towards some people in certain social settings or situations. Some of my friends and family and peers do perceive me as someone who is quiet sometimes, thinks before giving a response towards others. Everyone sees me reading a lot and how I perceptualize obstacles and things differently than others. Most introverts sort of possess those sort of characteristics. Funny, I like to think I'm funny, my own unique way. My friends perceive me as funny person and how I express my humor towards them. In other words, they laugh at how I can be goofy, weird, or simply mindless to some things. Yeah, and what I say or portray my fun personality may be in accordance with good timing, but people still laugh at it or me, and it still works wonders on people. I guess the most bizarre, random, weird things I say at interesting timings. um, how I frame smart. I like to think of myself as smart, or at least part of who I am. How I frame myself to communicate with people, my acting, appearance, projects. Let me rephrase that. My acting appearance projects others that I am well informed or educated. I like to manifest the knowledge I possess and share my knowledge or wisdom to others. I personally receive comments through my interactions with friends and professors from an academic setting, making statements that enjoy listening to me and how I articulate, how I communicate towards them or others. Um, Dedication. Some columns check out. As a young teenager transitioning into a young adult, I endured challenges with weight problems and the quality and how I was eating and living my life at the time. Then I eventually overcame my challenges, and all my friends still to this day revered my determination to dedicate such a life altercation. What I previously mentioned before, a little correlation there. Forgetful. Um, I tend to be attentive towards things that suit my interests or some moments more important to me. Then yet I am forgetful to do a favor or simplest task for my family and sometimes for my coworkers and managers. And just for another example, I almost forgot I needed to record for this class. That's how forgetful I am. Studious. Oh, yes. And I'm just going to power through these. So, studious, self-motivating, inspirational, profound self-esteem, hypocrite, good friend, emotional, courageous, controlling, and maybe the best quality about me is compassionate. For a long time, I believe I possess a heartful engagement towards others and how that belief projects my identity towards others' perception of me. Through the interactions, everyone I know seems to share a common frame of me and discern me to have a lot of compassion for people in general. And that's what I believe part of who I am, what makes me, who I am. Thank you, everybody.